So we may have a couple spies here in the middle of all this confusion here with the Imperial troops, not meaning the ones that are being detained, so to speak. What I'm talking about is that I bought another set of these right here. These are on Amazon. They're still readily available, which was odd. I thought they'd be kind of like sold out and gone and a thing of the past, especially with the no front windows. But as I was watching these, they would fluctuate between $34 and $35 or $33.80, $34.50, whatever, 44 cents. And I thought it's a perfect opportunity because I've always wanted several Stormtroopers. The original Stormtroopers, which everybody loves, right? So I bought a couple of those, but first I started out buying the original Black Series. These were $30 at Walmart maybe 6-7 months ago, maybe a year now has went by, at the Celebration, in the middle of Walmart, the Celebration Corner collection, whatever it is, I don't know, the big giant kiosk they had, and people were complaining about they were $30, and I did as well. They're $18 at one time in Walmart, but when you try to put two of them in your cart 2 years ago, Walmart will send you a notification that your order has been canceled because I don't know why. They realized they were $18 a piece and they weren't 25. So now they're up to $30, which is kind of, I don't know. I mean, I as much as I love this figure, it's probably one of the best Star Wars figures ever. One of the best, not the best. Movie accurate. If I said accurate right, probably not. The thing is, like I said, this is the most recent one, up like 6-7 months ago, maybe 9 months, maybe a year now. I don't know. It's the Black Series in the box, orange and black box. So then when you got the 2-pack here, I thought this is a perfect opportunity for me to do an army build for a couple reasons. One's because I love them. Number two, because I have plans for these. So as you can see right here, this is the Black Series. This is the 2-pack. And the only difference I've seen is the little black paint they put on underneath the arm there, which they don't have it in the newer one, or this 2-pack, I should say. They're both new. Everything's the same. I mean, down to everything. Everything except the gray color on the back of the helmet, the lighter color for the 2-pack. But what most bothers me, I still can't speak today, is that this here has a small tint of lavender, believe it or not, like a weird shade. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't know if you probably can't, but it's so subtle. It's so subtle that it just drives you nuts sitting back as a collector and finally get your army build going and established. You would think, man, okay, but it's like when you were a kid and you had a brand new bike for your birthday and it got a little scratch on it, but nobody ever noticed it unless you pointed it out. I'm sure the hardcore collector and the hardcore Star Wars fan will notice the difference right off the bat. So these two, like on the right is the 2-pack, and back here I bought another above Han there. On the left is the Black Series white, and then to the right is the purple. The purplish lavender 2-pack. But can you tell? I don't know. And then you go now with the movie one over here, the Sand Trooper that I call it. I just knocked the missiles all over the place. The Sand Trooper that I call it, but it's not. It's the Mandalorian whatever. I don't know. I call it the Sand Trooper. That's what I see. I know he's not weathered up. I know he's clean and fresh looking, but that is the exact same thing as the Black Series. But if you take off his accessories, his backpack, and all that stuff, you have the standard Black Series figure. Let's fix those missiles. Okay, I picked the missiles up. So what is the ultimate and cheapest way to build your Stormtrooper army without spending $30 for one of these, or $27 at least for one of those, the one with the Sand Trooper in the back? So anyway, there's another figure I like to talk about here, but I went and I seen online people were buying these things, man. They're buying the Han Solo and Luke Skywalker in disguise. Let's see here, the model kit thing, right? And some people say, yeah, it's really great. Some people say, no, it's not going to work. I don't know, but before we even talk about the model itself, it has a bit of pieces. When you open it up, it's a little like, because I don't do models. I enjoy them back in the day, and I probably should do more, but it says no glue, no paint required, no snips required, and it's true. This is probably the easiest model that I've ever done in my whole life. It was snapped together, easy. The instructions were really easy to do, and it comes with several different hands, few different guns, and you can actually not use the hand that's holding the helmet and use the actual ball peg on. I'll show you in a minute. The ball peg, it comes with it. I think this gave you some extra pieces as well. I think that it's the standard white Imperial Trooper kit, just altered a little bit for the hand, maybe the gun, I don't know, and the ball ping that goes into the top in the head. So let's put this back over here. So what I'm getting at is these are $14.99, meaning this right here. This is $34.99, but you get two. This is $29.99 or $30. You get one, but it is a flawless figure. This is a flawless figure. Now, with today's the prices and everything, you probably think to yourself, man, who cares? I'm an army build, so I'm just going to buy whatever one that's the cheapest and, it looks the best. But that's not always the best case, I'm thinking. That's the point of this video. So you have, let's see here. I know this is done before 1,000 times, but just, you figure 6-inch. And the reason why I'm doing this video, they're all the same size, 6-inch. But this one here is a little bit shorter, but it's the Han Solo one. See, he's a little bit shorter. So you can see it. He's a little bit shorter, as you can see there, just by, I don't know, almost 1/4 of an inch. But I think, but don't get the Luke Skywalker. Yeah, don't get the Luke Skywalker one because he's even shorter. Don't even bother if you want to do this. If this is for diorama purposes and, not so much army build, depending on what you're going to use your army build for. Is it in the background and use the good ones up front? But I think I'm going to use this guy, and possibly, I think I might pick up another one this weekend. I'm going to think about it. I'm back and forth. But I tell you, this model kit, this Blockies, I think it's Blockies up there in the corner. Yeah, it's Blockies. Right there. It's you can get them right now for $14.99 at Walmart. They're readily there. At least my Walmart that never carries anything, it's there. And you might want to check yours. If I have them, I know you guys have them, because here in Indianapolis, they don't stock nothing. Have to usually get it online, which is disappointing. Need to do a video about that. So anyway, the Luke is shorter, because this is the running joke. You're a little short for a Stormtrooper, Princess Leia says, right? So he's a little bit shorter than this one from what I've seen online. But for this right here, and he's a little bit more matte. He's a way more bright white than the original Black Series. And he's way more white, as you can probably see here with the 2-pack. It definitely has a tint to it, some tint. It looks like a lavender tint or a purplish tint. I don't know. But I think with him, I may pick up another one because they're $14.99, but I don't think I'm going to go ahead and use them as an army build. I don't think I'm going to get many more Stormtroopers, but if you put them back here in the corner and use them as a guard that is, just at, standing by a door or something, I think it'll work great while supplies last, because I don't know how long these things are going to last. I think when they go, they go. I don't know, but I know Blockies is coming out. More people are doing them. More people doing videos on them. But this here is, I think I'm done with the 2-pack. I'm done with this 2-pack. It was good. It was great. I mean, $35, whatever, free shipping from Amazon. And I got two Rebel officers here, and I just get to switch out his head on one of these. And that's all I need with the officers. I don't need more officers, and I just can't stand. I don't know about you guys, man, but I'm telling you, there's a noticeable difference. I can't see too much on the head. I don't see much on the head, but this, I know it seems crazy, but this one seems a little bit smaller than that one. I don't know, but I'm going forward with finding some online, and I I think if I have to, I can always get some of those back there if they go on sale. Just take the equipment off or paint the equipment. Instead of orange, I can make it white or red or any other color for ranks of purposes for the officer. I don't know, but you guys tell me what you think. Are you planning on picking up any of these model kits here? That was the last thing I thought I was going to pick up, but when I started seeing more and more people do it, I had to jump, do the same thing they're doing. But I do think if I get another one, it'll probably just be one more, and make sure you get the Han Solo one in disguise, not the Luke Skywalker, because it will be way more noticeable that it doesn't fit in. But outside of that, I think it's a good piece for your backdrop diorama. Now, if I go back here and, I move them all around, can you really tell, that it's a fake, I should call it? And people say, what do you prefer, the Black Series, or whatever, or I don't have a figure art, so I may get a figure art Stormtrooper. I may do that next. I don't know how much they are. May get one just to compare them, see what they look on here. I don't know. But if I get one more to be Han, and they go together really well, easy. But I think from here on out, it's going to be Black Series, or if figure arts is really good, I don't know. I may get one of them depending, but like I said, but thanks for watching. I hope this helped you out and gave you some awareness of what, these here, I can't believe that these aren't all sold out and gone. I guess because a collector like myself, that's kind of I say hardcore, but it's just it's an eyesore, man. It's an eyesore. It's nice, but maybe when, you set up your diorama and you got some different lights going on, like red or blue or green, faintly coming into the side, you won't even notice it. But I'm thinking about taking that officer back there and giving this purple one the equipment and having a third white Stormtrooper. I know it sounds dumb, but I know I'm rambling on now. So there's a reason why I'm building these, and I think I'll pick one up here and there, but I think I'm done my major build for the moment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more time. Say what again. Say what again.
What?